we tend to think that eye contact equals respect. Oh, you got to always use eye contact. Eye contact is really important. You must always look at people. And so the thing with eye contact that we have to understand is it doesn't equal respect, it equals connection. Eye contact is the silent contract that there's connection. I mean, how do I know if I have someone's attention? They look at me. You know, if I'm yelling after my husband or my friend because they're ahead of me, I go, hey, I don't know that they've heard me until they turn around and look at me. This is why when I'm on the subway and I'm sitting there and I don't want to engage or connect with the guy sitting across from me, I don't look at him. And this is why when he continues to look at me, it's super creepy. But on the flip side, when I want my husband Kevin's attention and he continues to look at his iPad instead of me, it's supremely annoying. Right? Eye contact is this silent connection. But knowing that eye contact equals connection, do you have any idea how you're using it? I think about objections particularly. Most attorneys, when they're objected to, they're speaking to the jury. I'm thinking about, and maybe in voir dire, although you shouldn't be doing anything to be getting objected in voir dire, that's a whole other keynote. But let's say that you're getting objected to, so you're looking at the jury. Now what happens is, you get an objection from opposing counsel and you lock eyes with the jury. Now what happens is, because eye contact connects information, they are now hearing an objection, they're looking at you, and so now you are the objection. It is connected to you. So we're going to suggest that instead, when you're objected to, that you immediately look down and you breathe. Now what that's going to force the jurors to do is look at the person who's speaking. And now they're going to associate the objection with them. So instead of looking at you and going, you said something that got you in trouble, they're going to look at the person who's speaking going, what a jerk interrupting this process. At least we hope so. But that's going to help. Eye contact connects information. Now people will hear that and they'll say, no, you always have to look at people. It's rude not to look at people. I say, really? Are you telling me that when you get into a courtroom or you're with a client, you look at the judge or the jury or the client the entire time and you never ever look away ever? Because if so, that's creepy. Super creepy. No, of course not. You look and you look away, and there's times when you look and you look at your notes. What we're saying is nonverbal intelligence is the ability to know timing. When do I look at people and when do I not? Not to mention that eye contact adds a certain amount of pressure. You know, we think in the Western world we're the only people that kind of exist, but we don't always have permission to look at people. Have you noticed this? You know, I was when I started my work, I was in education. And I would watch from the back of the room as teachers would ask questions of their students. And so they would do something like this. I'll come back here so you can see it from here. They go, Julie, what's the answer to number 5? And then they'd start to walk to Julie, and they're staring at her. Julie? 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 What's the answer to number 5? And if you look at Julie, Julie's like, ah! And she can't access it. I mean, Julie may have known the answer to number 5 her entire life, but in that moment, it's gone. Why? The eye contact adds pressure. And yet I see the same thing in court. Because we'll ask a juror a question of voir dire and then we'll just stare at them. Because we've been told that eye contact equals respect. So damn it, I'm going to respect you and I'm going to keep this eye contact. And what happens? Jurors will go, I don't know. I don't really know what you're asking. I don't know I don't know how to answer that question, right? And they just they start to go back. I'm telling you, it's because of the eye contact. So instead of staring straight on to a juror who obviously is having some issues, look down, nod to communicate that you're listening, and breathe. Normally when you do that, the juror will go, well, you know, actually, and they'll be able to access whatever they were trying to say a moment ago. Okay, we're not saying never look at people. We're saying there's a time to look and a time not to. Some jurors are going to require the eye contact, so give it. Other jurors are going to quite plainly communicate to you that they don't want eye contact, so don't look at them.